macros I'm trying to hit today: 125 protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 35 grams of fat. I highly recommend you don't watch this full day of eating video and try to replicate it for your own full day of eating, because my macros are low in terms of my contest prep. I am about 4 weeks out, a little bit less, and my macros just got cut. I'm going to show you guys what I eat today because I haven't done that in quite some time, but I am disclaiming it at the beginning of the video so no one gets angry. And if you haven't watched my bikini competitor versus the rest of the world video, go watch that one.
Oh, I can see the doubt in those eyes, even though you try to hide it. There's not much to figure out, 'cause I know why. And I won't try to fight it. I'll be the first to tell you the word right. Oh, you're right. Don't try to say I'm sorry this time, but I want you to know that
You know, I think that one of the things about being an adult means that you go and do the adult things. For example, go to Staples and print out the information I need in order to get a business bank card for traveling purposes so I can get points and stuff like that. What comes with that is something that is just so annoying that you pretend that it doesn't exist and you do it later. For example, like I just went to Staples to print because I don't have a printer, and the Staples internet wasn't working and I couldn't get on the account, and I'm just pretending that that part of my life doesn't exist. Alright guys, I just got back from physical therapy and I did not bring my camera in, but my wrist mobility is definitely getting better. Just like a quick update on the wrist, since I haven't really updated you guys on my wrist in quite some time. So she essentially has me doing ultrasound, we have laser going, and then she works on it and does some ART on my wrist area and my flexors and extensors in my forearm, which is really, really nice. And then at the end, she has me do a couple of exercises for my grip strength. So I'm gripping like a stress ball. I have a finger elastic thing that I do. I'm getting stronger at doing the exercises that I'm doing, but in comparison to my right wrist, there's still a lot of work that has to be done. And I did not show you guys, but on the way to PT, I had my second meal of the day, which is just a Power Crunch bar, and I put them in the freezer as a pro tip because they're actually super delicious frozen. Thank you, Emily Hayden, that was your idea. And my next meal is gonna be a salad, and then I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal, which is gonna be my oatmeal, and I'll show you how to make that because that is something that I've been doing lately to make my meals really voluminous. And it's amazing, and it's kind of like hard to do, so we're gonna show you guys. What I've been doing, because I still like actually having my oatmeal, is doing a half a packet of Oat Fit, which is super sad. You don't have to do this if you don't have poverty macros, but I do. And then the trick is to fill it up with enough water that oversaturates it. It's gonna look like there's a little bit too much water in here, but you cook it for 2 minutes and it actually absorbs all the water and makes it super voluminous. So let's go do that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna cut up this yellow squash. It's a little bit less gross looking than zucchini because it's not green and it doesn't turn your oatmeal green, and you don't have to be all grossed out by green oatmeal, but I'm gonna cut up 100 grams of this. Once your squash is all chopped up, you just blend it up so it's all mushy in a good consistency. Oatmeal is all cooked, and you can see it's like pretty absorbed by all the water. We're gonna take the squash that's all blended and put it into here. Go ahead and mix the squash in here, and we're gonna throw this in the microwave for another minute. So much volume already. The lens is all fogged up now. Got so much volume. From here, we're going to go ahead and add 1 whole egg white, so that'll be 45 grams. Perfect. I'm gonna stir this up, back in the microwave for another minute. Last but not least, we're gonna be adding 10 grams of snickerdoodle protein to this mixture, just for the flavor. Throw in some extra cinnamon. There you have it. It's a very large bowl that's pretty voluminous, and it makes me really happy even though it's like 160 calories tops. Half a packet of oat fit, 100 grams of yellow squash, 1 egg white, and 10 grams of protein. That's not a lot of calories. I'm putting peanut butter on top of this when I do eat it, but the last and final step, most important, put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour, or the freezer if you want to eat it pretty quickly, because it hardens and it gets like all melded together and a really nice texture after you put it in the freezer cold, because if it's hot, it's just too hot, and it's been cooked in the microwave for a solid like 5 minutes total, so I put it in the fridge and then I'll eat it later. Before we eat the oatmeal, I do have a very large bowl of salad to eat, which I eat every single day. I make sure I have a salad every single day, size of my head, because it just helps me stay full, and I get plenty of vegetables in here, and my chicken and stuff goes in here. So current favorite salad, I have a whole entire bag of shredded lettuce in here. I typically do spinach also, but I actually ran out of spinach, but I have cucumbers, mushrooms, and 3 ounces of chicken in here. Then my current favorite seasonings are Flavor God Honey Barbecue. It's absolutely delicious, and then I'll just put that all over the salad. And then I also am obsessed with this Canadian Parmesan and herb just like blend, and it's essentially just 0 calorie Parmesan cheese, and it's absolutely amazing, and I'm almost out of it, but there is a chance. I have a Canadian friend coming to visit this weekend that's getting me more. I'm very excited. And for dressings, I usually do a combination, so I will do some lemon juice just to get the whole entire thing like saturated, and then I will also do a little bit of butter spray, and I will also probably do honey mustard, and this is 1 gram of carb. I'll just estimate. And then I'll also probably do a little sriracha mustard just for some extra flavor. So dieting is essentially just lettuce and a lot of seasoning and a lot of condiments. So I've been sitting here working, getting ready to go to the gym, and I had my pre-workout meal, which was the oatmeal, and I meant to put peanut butter on it, but I forgot. So I'm just gonna eat the peanut butter separately because that's just as good. And I opened a new Lion's Choice flavored peanut butter. It's called Maple Donut. Macros are 13 fat, 8 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 9 grams of protein. So essentially the same thing as like a Nuts and More or a Buff Bake, but there's less protein, which I kind of like, so I can eat my protein elsewhere. We're gonna stir it up a little bit, and I will give a taste test for you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so good.
Is it bomb? Is it the best one?
This is really good. This stuff is like, I don't know if I'll ever use another peanut butter again. Like the texture is just too good. It's like melty and like crunchy a little bit.
I'm like, yeah, tell me more.
Yeah. Talk dirty to me, she said.
Food porn talk.
Wow.
It's my favorite kind.
The only kind of porn I watch. Food porn.
Girl.
I mean, sometimes. I'm just kidding. Alright, after that delicious meal, I am headed into the gym, and I, oddly enough, feel pretty full. So I'm taking the satisfaction levels of today's meals, fullness-wise and taste-wise, and just copying and pasting them until tomorrow and probably the next day. Probably just gonna eat the same exact thing for the next 3 days because it fits my macros and it's satisfying. So if you do find that you struggle to create your meals, if you find something that works perfectly, just copy and paste it to the next day and do the same exact thing again. It's basically like having a meal plan, but you created it and you know it tastes absolutely amazing. So we're gonna head into the Gold's Gym Venice. We're gonna do a leg day today, and I will do my best to get some footage of today's lift. Gold's Gym. 5 for sets of 10, and it's feeling a little difficult to be completely honest, so I'm going to focus over the next few weeks a lot on barbell hip thrusts because I feel like I get the most glute activation out of them, and I just want to make sure that the muscles stay nice and full down there, know what I'm saying? Alright, I just finished my lift and then I went immediately to Jeff. He's been on my channel like a really long time ago, which is the last time I came to see him, but I have to come do this more often because it's very important to take care of your body. But Jeff does sports massage therapy and ART and stuff like that, and I feel better. And then if you guys are in the area, Pro Massage is Jeff's company, and you can go to promassage.com if you guys are in Venice in Southern California. You guys can hook up with Jeff because he's great.
Yeah.
Alright guys, last meal of the day, well, almost last meal of the day, is going to be 5 servings of egg whites. So this is going to be 25 grams worth of protein. And then I also have a Carb Master yogurt, which is the cinnamon bun flavor. And it's 1.5 fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of protein. And it's like a decent little snack. So I was considering eating them together, but I think I'm just going to eat them separately. And this will be my last meal of the day. It's not really a meal, it's just some cucumbers, cinnamon, stevia, and a little bit of Walden Farms on it. And this is courtesy of Karen, my roommate. She has it every single night and it looks amazing, so. Diet hack, Queens, cucumbers. She introduced me to the cucumber. Okay, cucumbers are not a new thing, but like I just always forget that they exist and I can just eat them at night as a snack and it's great.
Yeah, I'm about to have mine.
Great snack. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the full day of eating today and some training footage. You guys got a lot in this video today. So I will simply end the video and have a good rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next video. Oh my god. Every bite I take of food today is really good.